ping being the first one. You want to always be able to ping um, your default gateway, which is your router. You can't connect to the internet. You open up your browser here, and it looks like you're good. And then when you try to search something up, you can't connect. It's just spinning and spinning here. Let's say I tried to go to yahoo.com. It's just spinning down here. It says something about DNS probe finished bad configs. That tells me that there's some sort of name problem. Also, I have this network internet access. It basically is telling me that I do have internet access, but when I try to go to yahoo.com, it doesn't allow me to go anywhere. So my browser's not working. So I'm going to go ahead and minimize this guy down here. And the first thing that I want to do is I want to check on my computer, and this works for all Windows computers, is basically ipconfig is the command. You hit enter and it tells you that your local adapter right here, your local adapter is here's the IP address, IPv version 4. It's 192.168.50.174. Subnet mask is 255.255.255. Just make sure that that is the same on all your network PCs. If you're trying to get them to talk together, that subnet mask should be identical to all the other computers on your network, uh, depending if you have routing or not. The default gateway is basically your router, the one that, if we're talking about your home PC, the default gateway is basically your router that your ISP brings you, whether it be Time Warner, whether it be Verizon, FiOS, or whatever. They'll bring you a box, and that's your router. So you want to be able to ping your default gateway at all times. If not, you're not going to be able to get out of your home network. In order to get out to the internet, you have to have another thing called name resolution or DNS. So I want to see a little bit more. I want to see if this name and this IP address, I'm sorry, if this IP address was given to me by the router or if it's a static one assigned manually by the person that is using this computer. So I'll do IP config, same, I can up arrow, just do IP config / space / all. And now you're going to get a little bit more information regarding um, your default gateway and your DNS server. My DNS server is set to 192.168.50.5. So first thing I want to do is I want to ping my default gateway, see if I'm getting there. If I'm not getting even to my default gateway, then you have a bigger problem. Either your connection to, you're not connected directly to that router, or you're connected to another device that connects you there, like a switch, or you're on Wi-Fi that connects you to that home router. But I would definitely try to ping that 192 for my default gateway is 192.50.1. If I could ping that, okay, there, I'm communicating with that default gateway, which is my router out to the internet. Um, Now, if I tried to ping google.com, I should be able to ping google.com, but something else is going on. I don't know what could that be. Well, if you're not pinging google.com, that doesn't mean that you cannot actually get to google.com. That means that you're not resolving. See, it says ping could not find the host google.com. So something seems wrong with my DNS server. So in here, my DNS server is set to 192.168.50.5. So that's just a quick test to show you that I can't get to ping google.com. No, I can't get there. I can get to my default gateway, but I can't get anywhere else. So what you want to do is, after you know that you can't ping, let's go ahead and use another little tool called NSLookup. If we use a NSLookup command here after this thing's done, you just type in NSLookup, hit enter, and this is going to basically contact your DNS server, which in my case says, hey, the DNS timed out. I wasn't able to contact it for 2 seconds, but your default server is unknown and you have it set to 192.168.50.5. So if I look up yahoo.com, I should get a list of IP addresses that Yahoo web servers serve up. In order to get to yahoo.com, you have to have a list of IP addresses. So we're not getting. How about let's look up google.com. It says unknown and that. So for this case, for this test scenario, I'm just basically showing you guys that usually the main cause of not getting out to the internet is DNS. Is usually DNS. If you can't ping your default gateway and you can't ping your DNS server, most likely that's going to be the problem. So I would look for those two. This is just a quick tutorial on how to just do the basic troubleshooting on your own, and might save you some money and some cash. If you can resolve this right here, what I'm showing you guys, most likely 80 or 90% of the time, this is what's going to fix your issue. So I'll go ahead and open up my TCP/IP versions 4, and here I'll show you exactly how I got there. If you guys don't know how to get there, you just right click on the network icon there, say Open Network and Network Sharing Center. I click on Change Adapter Settings, and it brings me right here to my local area connection. I double click on the local area connection and I go to Properties. I go ahead and go to TCP/IP Internet version 4. That stands for Transport Control Protocol, which is the protocol that you use to connect to the internet. I have a static IP address here set, so that's pretty cool. You can have DHCP or static. DHCP means that the server is automatically going to give you an IP address from the range that it has available, and if not, then you just use a static one if it's like a server or something that you don't want it to change. But basically, I'm going to go ahead and change this to a 1 right here because I know my DNS server is a 1, and I'm going to go ahead and hit OK. And I'm going to go hit OK on that and close this out. And then I'm going to go ahead and exit out of this thing. I'm going to do ipconfig again and do a // all. And I can see that my DNS server has now changed to 192.168.1.1. So now I'm going to go ahead and use the same command to see if I can get name resolution. If I type in an NSLOOKUP, NSLOOKUP should contact, and you can see instantly the difference, right? The default server is AX11,000 or at .orozco, and you're going to see the address right here says 192.168.50. It's waiting for me to type in something, a name. So this is what it does. The name server looks up names like Google. Can it find me the IP? Yes, here it is. It says google.com is at 216.58.193.206. It definitely knows where Google is at. So that's a good sign right there. So after that, I'm going to try it one more time. I'm going to try out yahoo.com. Yeah, look at all the IP addresses that it knows for yahoo.com. So that's great. Once you know that you have name resolution, most likely you're going to be able to ping it, or you're going to be able to go to the surf your web, and you pretty much have resolved your problem. So check this out. I'm going to go ahead and type in ping google.com, and this is what it should look like, a normal replying back from, and then the IP address that you're looking for. So once DNS is working and you can actually ping Google, that's how you know that if you open up your web browser, you have name resolution. Hey, there you go. Look at that. Instant internet access. Problem solved. And these are some quick little tips and tricks. I mean, 80% of the time it's usually ping. If you can't even ping your default gateway, start all over again. Troubleshoot your wires, your connection to the default gateway or to your router. Make sure that that is first connected properly. If you can't ping your default gateway, um, then that's the true issue there. So let's go ahead and I'm going to wrap up this video. If you guys have any comments or questions, comment down below on the video. Or if you guys have any questions or maybe another video I can do real quick to just show you. There's some advanced stuff in here that I can show you guys too. But for right now, this is the simplest and easiest way to troubleshoot internet problems. This is all you need to know. And this is my virtual machine here. So uh, this is pretty much that's it. If you guys can figure this out right here real quick, you guys are on a quick road to solving a lot of your problems as far as connectivity goes. I know it's pretty much old news already. A lot of people already know this stuff, but I'm just going ahead and putting it out there because there's still a couple of people that I constantly get issues like this, and a quick IP config all or NS lookup would have solved their problem. All right. I hope you guys have a good time, and this is Mex American out, and look for my next video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks. Like and subscribe, please.